Hi, it's Julie Kim here. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. I am really enjoying making this podcast, and thank you to those who have told me that they're enjoying it. Please like, subscribe, and follow wherever you can, and tell your friends and your enemies. Tell anybody you like. Hello, it's me, Julie Kim. Welcome to Bothered, my little podcast about being bothered. Every week I share short stories.
Living like this, I might lose it.
They're mostly real situations that have happened to me. You wouldn't believe some of them, or maybe you would. Maybe you can relate.
Living like this, I might lose it.
Do you show your kid on social media and the internet? We, my husband and I, do not. And maybe I'm a little bit sensitive about this because I'm like a little bit of a public figure sometimes. And like, it's not that like I'm super rich and someone's going to like steal my kid and ask for ransom. What's the ransom? You can have my free drink tickets for after the local shows that I do. No, you can't have them. I use them. Anyways, for many reasons, we don't show our kids' face or other identifying things on social media, and we certainly don't share the location of where she is. Why don't I show her face? Well, you know, it does occur to me sometimes. I mean, people suggest, oh, your kid is so cute. You should have her on your channels. Your stuff would go more viral. But then she's cuter than me, and I don't want that. But more important reasons, my child, even though she's a little child, is a person with autonomy, and I'd like her to decide for herself if she's going to be all over social media. And I'd rather be cautious about that, even as her legal guardian who can make those decisions for her. I would like to hold that decision until she's ready to do it. I'm also a little scared of her. I'm raising a little girl who would turn into the type of woman who would sue her mom for breach of privacy growing up. Whatever the reasons, that's a decision that's mine and my husband's, and other people should respect it. And by and large, they do. And I do too. I seek permission, explicit, express consent. I even ask if I can share a picture of a kid showing the back of their head and their coat. Or even if like there's a mole on their arm, I'm like, I don't actually know if that's a mole or a piece of dirt, and I don't know how long it's going to be there. No judgment, because kids don't like baths a lot of the time. But it's a basic respect and courtesy to shield other kids from the internet and social media. It's also like just common sense. Last year, my daughter went on her first overnight camp. Insert clapping noise, maybe. Major milestone. It was a really big deal for us, and we had so many emotions. We had sadness. Oh my God, our little girl's growing up so fast. And she's decided that she's okay without us for multiple consecutive nights. Good for her, but does she still love us? And also pride, like we helped her grow in strength and self-assuredness to be someone who's brave enough to go and be adventurous on, you know, an overnight camp. And we're also kind of happy because my husband and I live here in Vancouver without any family or support really. And we do date nights, and we have to hire people, thank goodness for them, to come and help us. But like, this was our first like multiple evening kind of date weekend. So it was great. And we sent her with faith and trust, right? We wanted her to go and have a good time, hopefully not cause trouble for the camp counselors. And also we trusted that the adults at the camp, who were camp counselors, either paid or volunteer, and also supervisors like parents who volunteered, we trusted that these were good people that were going to look out for our kid by and large. I should also mention that they were all female parents. It was an all-female camp, female kids, and we're up here in Canada. We are an unarmed society, basically nice people, well-meaning. We have vast parks and lakes and countrysides, and that sounds like a really great opportunity for a lot of camping and great adventures by little girls. Anyways, that evening we wondered how she was doing, but mostly we were just really glad to have some time alone. And it was great to know that one of our friends, who's a mom of one of the kids who went to the camp, also went to the camp. And bless her beautiful soul and those souls of any parents who went and volunteered. They're better than us for sure. It was really nice to have our spy. Anyways, we had gotten everything on the checklist for our kid. Last minute, of course. We're not a camping family, so we didn't have even the most basic apparatus. It's mostly my husband. He does not like discomfort. I mean, he's okay with the idea of camping, or he's okay going camping like during the day when it's like to barbecue food or have a drink or like hang out with people and go hiking, but not when night falls. Nothing in the horizontal position at night. No sleeping on the ground or outdoors, nothing with bugs or animals that might be looming. Basically, my husband is okay with picnics. We were enjoying our first night alone as our daughter was at an overnight camp, and I got a text message from a friend, a mom friend. She sent me a screenshot of an Instagram story and she asked, "Hey, is that your kid?" And my first instinct was like, oh my goodness, it would be so great to see a picture of my kid. And then I realized that she was showing me pictures from a public Instagram account run by a mother. And that parent was a volunteer up at the camp. And she seemed to be sharing a lot of Instagram stories of a lot of the kids. I mean, I counted at least 20 Instagram stories that she was posting. And I could tell from the exterior shots that the sun was gradually going down. And it was matching the darkness that was falling upon Vancouver, where my husband and I were. And let me describe to you the pictures that this person had posted. It was pictures of kids on trails and in parks and showing some of their faces, like multiple kids' faces. It was small groups of kids by the water, by the beach, and it was gorgeous. And there were fun captions like empowered girls. And it showed them in their various like colorful coats and backpacks. This person showed the inside of cabins that some of the kids were going to sleep in, with the bunk beds. There were pictures of an outside area with tents, and she added on-screen text that indicated what age group would be inside those particular camps come nightfall. There was a meal plan, or like a food itinerary, that showed the start and end dates of the camp. It also showed the name of the actual camp site, and it would only require a quick Google search to show exactly where that campsite was. Safe to say I was enraged, and I needed to know who the fuck was doing this. The friend who alerted me to this told me that she was not really surprised. She knew the person behind the account, and this person who ran the account previously posted a photo of my friend's kid on this same public account without even asking, and my friend had to ask for the photo to be taken down. Another source told me that this person was a nice person, and sure, nice person, nice. Everyone's nice. Who's not nice? There's lots of nice people, but some nice people are stupid, like this one. And there are many well-meaning, stupid people in the world. And it's one thing to be stupid, but it's quite another to be stupid in a specific way that puts kids and other people in harm. And that is what I see that this person was doing. What's the worst thing that can happen, you ask? Oh, just every parent's fucking nightmare: kidnapping, abduction, murder, all of it. I mean, anything that could be turned into a Netflix documentary. I mean, are you watching Netflix right now? You can't even scroll without seeing like one page of fucking murder, usually murder of a kid or a woman, for God's sakes. And it's like, this woman is just making it easy for weirdos and creeps and fucking pedos. She's making it easy for them. Who needs candy in a van to lure the children when this person is just providing a fucking map to like 100 kids and their female supervisors in a secluded area where they can come by land or by boat and just take their pick of any of the kids they've seen in these like 20 plus pictures. I'm surprised she didn't get Home Depot to sponsor. Maybe there was a sale on duct tape and cable ties. I am confident that most, and I mean almost none, of the other parents realized that she was sharing all of these pictures in real time with the actual location to the fucking world. And of course, by the fucking world, I mean anyone who's subscribed or even wants to go in. You don't have to even follow an account to look at its stories. And the other stressful thing was my night of relaxation was over. As soon as I found this out, I sent a text message to like the point of contact for my kids group. There is a blog version of this podcast, and I do show recreations of the actual photos and the text messages that I had with the camp counselor that was my point of contact. I basically was like, hey, what the fuck is this? And they're like, oh my God. And they dealt with it within 30 minutes. And I was like, you see that they showed an actual map of the fucking camp with the name of the campsite? And she's like, yes, this is really bad. Honest to God. And I know this person was not actually reprimanded because this is a volunteer-based organization. And the volunteer camp counselors, like a lot of people who run like your kids' aftercare program or like their dance school, are like young kids or really young adults. And they don't come down hard on parents. They're glad to have the help. And it's it's that kind of nice environment. And also, I don't think that the mom at hand was actually breaching an official policy. And there's another problem, is that there's no actual policy that I'm aware of. The point of contact at the camp told me that there's a photo release waiver or statement, but that's just asking parents if it's okay for pictures or videos of their kid to be shared on the organization's website. But there's nothing that says, hey, parents or staff or volunteers, please do not take pictures of other people's kids. Please do not share them on social media or on the internet or to other people that you don't know. And I honestly think I'm leading to a major gap that we see a lot of times. And may I just say, even though some of the pictures did not have the kids' faces, they still showed coats and backpacks. And coats and backpacks are like kids' everyday wear. That is how we identify our kid when we pick her up from camps. Like, I'm not scanning from 200 feet away for the facial features of my child. I'm looking for her insert color coat or backpack. And that is exactly what a pedo or any other abductor would notice also. And I don't assume that this person got express consent from all of the hundreds of parents of the kids whose faces and backpacks and coats that she showed. Did you know there's no way to report an Instagram story because somebody has posted a picture of your kid? You can't. There's nothing like that. I mean, there's reasons to report a story. None of them quite fit. There's no other. You can't be like, oh, other reason that dumb bitch just showed my kid's bluey backpack and now I have to go buy another fucking backpack for my kid. There are reasons, and those screenshots are actually in my blog. And I think you could generally call it exploitation, and under exploitation, credible threat to safety, I guess, but I don't know if they're actually going to act on it, if Meta is going to do anything to it. And if something happens, who's liable? I would make this fucking moron liable, I'll tell you that. It would be nice to just have some common sense guidelines, like don't be stupid, or I will offer some actual productive shit, I guess. I mean, one of the reasons we send our kid to camp is so that she'll be in tune with nature and enjoy, fresh air and all that stuff. Maybe the adults can lead the way and set an example. And it's like, I don't care what you do as a person. Do what you want. I know I personally am addicted to my phone, but at the very least, like, take your fucking pictures and save them. Could you post them after the fucking camp? Yeah, I don't want to make someone feel bad, but this is someone who actually put my kids' safety and the safety of dozens of other kids and adults in danger, showing zero common sense. I mean, this isn't even like on the fence of what could be reasonable or appropriate to do. So yeah, fuck that person or whoever they were at that time, because I know people change. But like, I swear to God, this is one of the stupidest things I have ever heard of anybody doing. I don't feel bad. Should I feel bad? I don't feel bad. What is my point here? How about we all work to protect the privacy and the safety of each other's children? There are times when we have to let go of our kids and we let them fly for a couple nights at a time at a camp, or as we move into the future for longer. I like to know that there's good people out there looking out for kids and girls and women and everybody, really. Let's include everybody, because I'd like to include everybody. Could we not fucking dox each other? I'm wondering if as a society, or even the subset of society that are parents, could we protect our kids' privacy? And that includes their locations in real time. It would be nice to have a set of guidelines. Maybe I can help contribute instead of just fucking complain by putting some on the blog to maybe get a conversation going. And maybe there's already conversations going and it's my fault for not being involved in them. But if they were more popular and widespread, then we would not have people like this fucking moron doing this at a camp last year. Let's solve the problem. Can we solve the problem? Let's try to solve the problem. Thanks. Thanks for listening, everybody. Don't forget there's a blog version of this one, and this one will be fun because I'm going to show some pictures, which are recreations of the text messages and actual fucking stupid pictures that this moron shared on their public Instagram account of dozens and dozens of little girls and women. Anyways, please share, subscribe, tell a friend, and you can write to me at bothered@juliekimcomedy.com. I'm reading all of your comments and emails, and I love the email I got last week from the person that told me they think they had the same weird, rude mover that I talked about in episode 5. Aria, I will be writing back to you. Loved the email. Anyways, I am still on tour: San Francisco, Victoria, BC, Calgary, Alberta, and a big show at the Vogue Theatre on May 24th in Vancouver, BC. You asked for it, we're gonna do it. Video podcast coming soon. I'm gonna change out of my pajamas and do some shit to my hair, and we're gonna do some video podcasts. So thanks for the feedback. I mean, it's good feedback anyways. I appreciate you all so much. If I ever forget to say it, please know that I always mean it. Have a great week. Bye.
Living like this, I might lose it.